Hi everyone, welcome back. So this video will be the final rounds of my game versus Diano. So it will be all finished up today. But before we begin, I just wanted to quick give you guys a heads up. Tomorrow I'm announcing my second Duos tournament, Duo Cup 2. So tomorrow officially I'll be announcing it. I'll be doing a post in my Discord with information how to sign up. And also I'll be doing a video on YouTube as well, just with pretty much the same information. So if you're curious about joining, then make sure to look out for those posts tomorrow. But anyway, for now, let's jump back into the game. Okay, so the end of round 6, Allies 200, Axis 210. Makes sense, I suppose we did lose 2 fighters over here. Hopefully this is about to change with this attack here. I'm going to run the odds again just very quickly because it's worth it, given how big a fight this is. So 7 infantry on defense, 7 tanks. We're attacking with everything we can. So that's 16. We could even actually no. You know what? We could even strafe this. The strafe might be the better play here actually, because if we can get a great strafe off, pull back to, if we've got odds obviously to hold West Russia, but pull back to West Russia, or even pull back to Moscow. That's probably even better, because we keep all the troops nearby. That's probably I'm going to look for a strafe here actually, not a capture. That could be much better. So I'm still going to go with everything. I hope we can kill, you know, leave 1 tank left over. That'd be perfect. So we're attacking with 4 artillery and 3 tanks, I believe, 2 fighters. So the odds are, well, huge in our favour, obviously. Yeah, okay, we'll do 4 and 2. That looks good to me. Yeah, the strafe is by far the best option here. By far the best option. Right, let's do it. We're going to do this, this, and this, and try and just break down Japan's front line here. This would be a nice take. Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. Let's do it. Okay, good hits. That was one danger of going in heavy. You kind of want to hit really big on the first round, or like mediocre, like poorly on the first round, and then you can go for a second wave. We've got too much material here to not. We're super likely going to kill. We'd have to have a really bad round to not kill those 5 tanks. Let me just check the odds, because again it is worth it. 10. Oh, there's no way. No way. 3, 2, 5 tanks. What are the odds they survive? Guessing like below 20%. Actually 20%. Perfect. Okay. Oh damn, that's such a shame. I've got to calculate. What did we kill there? We killed 7, 9. Ah, it's not worth it. That's so annoying. I kind of want to carry on now because we're going to kill 5 tanks. Screw it, I'm going for it. I don't care. Almost actually didn't take it. Oh, really funny. Okay, good. We got a lot of value from that. My main forces are out of position, but we got a lot of value from that. I think it's worth it for that particular case. Just too many tanks to ignore. That was efficient. Wow, nice. Yeah, just huge value. I guess the upside is we obviously have 3 tanks that can blitz through still. We had a few guys left over here. We'll be deploying to Moscow, so the 1-2 punch here looks favourable. I'll have to calculate it obviously, but it looks favourable. I'll be able to get away with it. Obviously a big swing in the attack power there, which makes sense. Yeah, I just think it's just worth it. We're going to have to obviously just concede the Caucasus, that's fine, we knew that. I just wondered if we'd leave any kind of unit there at all, just 1 infantry to make it. No, that's just wasteful. Just wasteful. Let's commit to it. So after Russia then, it's 199 for the Allies, 173 for the Axis. So big swing. And they've got currently, what's this, 14 units they can get in there. 14 units, we have, yeah, a lot. Actually, we've got enough with Russia maybe alone. Combined attack. The one thing I'm concerned about, obviously, we want to strafe. This is, again, is a massive prize, so I want to strafe this hard if I can. So I'm hoping what happens here is the Germans recognise they can't get in here because of the danger of the two-way punch, and they just take it light. That's what I'm hoping happens. Then I can focus all my forces on Sichuan. Okay, UK 7 against Diano. Really not sure about this German move into West Russia. That's not advisable, I'll be honest. Goodbye. That's the right buy, given the situation. But yeah, this is not good for Germany. Again, they've moved into a dead zone territory, so I'm gonna once again really go hard on this and try and probably cap it outright. It's a shame actually the Americans can't go first here, because it would have been nice to soften it up. But so yeah, they took horses light, which we thought they may do given the UK troops nearby, but it's actually good for me because it means I can just strafe this hard, which is great. West Russia took it, yeah, no problem. So for the UK, I'm going to buy 5 ground because we have a spare 1 guy over here, so I'll buy 2 air. So actually quite a nice buy for us here. Works out nicely. Combat moves. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Try and take back India without going too hard, and the rest can just go all in here to try and get a decent strafe off. Would like to probably I think actually that's probably the better way to do it, but I want to be, yeah, I'm going to do this instead. I want a really good strafe if possible off Sichuan there. Combat moves, I think the options are pretty much going for Baltic. It looks nice here. I could also try go for yeah, I'm going to go for Baltic actually. Just clear out the reinforcements coming this way. We're just minimising what's getting through to the front lines here, so the US is going to have a really easy time of stacking Karelia here. I'll have no problem, assuming obviously this dies, which it will do. And then these guys will be forced to hopefully move back. They're going to have an attack of 19 guys with the planes onto West Russia, so I think even if you wipes that, these planes are going to land somewhere vulnerable, which is probably going to be Ukraine, and the Americans can finish up whatever the Germans kill, or survive with rather in West Russia. So I think we just go all in and just capture West Russia, and just send whatever troops we've got, to be honest. Don't see a reason not to. Okay, let's try it. My 2s are not hitting at the moment. They're really not hitting at all. You're lucky to get even. Actually could have been a lot worse there, to be fair, but still not great. Would have liked to have captured it. That's fine. India next. Good. Slows them down, which is nice. So we want, ideally, 10 hits here. That'd be perfect. 1, 2, 7, not bad. Minimal hits back. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We're obviously not going to push on because they've got Sichuan dead zone, so we just retreat from that. Good hit though. Nice profit. Okay, move you forward. So I could pretty much, there's actually no danger to Persia here because they've got no ground, and I think they really he should have deployed foreground here because it would have meant something. We'll have something in range of Persia. As it is, we don't have to worry about anything really. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just split it evenly. That's fine. Embed the sub again. See if we can get away with 2, which is very unlikely, but I can't see a better use of this sub, frankly. So why not just try and do it again? It worked once, but it might... At least he'll know what to do next time, I suppose, but it might just cause him some frustration. No, he can't easily get this out of the... you can't get the sub out of the fleet. Okay. That looks good to me. What we'll probably do here, actually, is with the Russians, we'll go all in for West Russia, and then 2 guys here can go cap Caucasus. 2 or 3 guys can go cap Caucasus. That should be nice. So obviously no real pressure here from Germany and Japan right now, which is nice. Just 5 units in range. Cool. 2 planes. Perfect. So how we're looking now? 206, 171. Yeah, the gap is growing. Okay, US 7. So Japan has 4 transports. Ah. What happened here? He didn't buy anything more. Okay, we'll put on destroy. He's killed my sub. I think he was I think he was frustrated with the situation down here. This is also really weird. Like 4 transports, 1 destroyer, 1 infantry, 1 tank. I can't really work out what's going on, frankly. I'm actually going to hit India again. I've got 8 planes in range, 5 ground. We actually have odds to win the fight, so I could potentially take this back for one last time, I suppose. I think for me this looks like it's Alaska pressure. And I kind of wish now we had a sub in range, because I could have blocked this with 1 sub, that landing. But I guess we can buy a sub on, well, this round now actually. So I guess if he does go for it, he's going to lose sub transports. But don't like that move. It's annoying to deal with, but I still think it doesn't help them out, because he needs troops in the mainland badly, because they're about to lose the German front line. And also this is collapsing, so this is not probably the best way to go if he does go that way, I should say. But I do think the subs have really frustrated him, which is good. It's caused some massive problems. He's now got a massive surplus of transports as well. I'm not too sure about the buy, but anyway, we'll crack on. So, can we... Yeah, that's fine. We're building enough for these 2 transports and 2 more, I guess. I'm feeling the need to reinforce Africa more than we have. Yeah. I can't stack Egypt, unfortunately, but I can have troops nearby at least. Let's go with that. Combat moves. Not a whole lot to do. Could probably just hit this, I think. Let's do that. Might as well. Yeah, let's hit that. That's good. I think I'll reinforce probably. One transport down south, I think would be a good idea. Let's go with that. Nice. Okay, logistics are perfect there. That's good. Yeah. 23 plus a fighter is more than enough, I would say. Yeah, that's sufficient. So here, I guess we can go here. That's fine. If he's going to hit something, he's going to hit something. I can't really stop him from hitting, you know, hitting something along this line, so we'll just defend what we can, I suppose, and reinforce over here. I might actually go Might do this actually instead. We need some reinforcements flying through, I think, regularly. Now that India's gone. Okay. Looks good to me. Oh, one more. Let's get you guys moving out there. And that should do us. Cool. Transports, sub. Okay, so end of round 7, 210 for the Allies, it's 176 for the Axis. 5 and 2, Russia. That's good. We'll push into Yakut, because they can't really stop us from doing that. We've got 1 infantry in range. We can take Anway as well, and we'll grab. Right, the majority of it comes back here. With the tanks, we can probably do this. Might just try and be cheeky and hit that with 1 guy, possibly. Do that or something. That looks quite good. Yeah, 25 versus 14. Convincing. Alright, let's do it. Big one first. 2. Great rolls. Great rolls. We actually got the perfect strafe without even realising it, but I think I will push on here. There's no reason not to. That's an awesome strafe. Other circumstances, I would have absolutely loved that roll, but still. Cool. As I said, anything that gets wiped out here, if he even goes for this attack, which would be a terrible move, we can just wipe it out with the US anyway, so it's all good. Caucasus. Okay, that's fine. Good hits. Oh, wow, that's just super fortunate. Really nice. So this is just like a really frustrating board to look at as Japan. To be honest, let's put everything in here. You can go... yeah, let's stack Yakut. Make it awkward. Might as well put some Russians up here. Cool. Wow. Huge drop. Huge drop. I think that's probably, if it wasn't already won, I think the game is probably won at this point. I probably shouldn't, especially making this move, probably shouldn't speak too soon, but that's just crushing for Germany. They've got nothing left really, they've got no tanks. 7 planes admittedly, but just, yeah, that's all the attacking power they've got, so it's going to be really hard for them to stop this storm coming down. Okay, so he's gone heavy on the stack in the Baltic States, which is fine. Bought an extra fighter, which is interesting. He's got quite a big air force now. I think I'll probably have to keep the 2 extra planes on the carrier from this point on, which is totally fine. So we can start trading France and Northwestern. I don't think we can stack just yet. We've not got enough in range. I'll consider it, because actually this round we're moving 6 up north and we're bringing in 5 into position. Yeah, well actually no, just 4, we've not got enough for 5, but so we've got a big load of transports in range of France, so we might be able to stack it possibly next round. We'll see, but for now, let's do, I think 1 extra transport as well. It's time for the 4th, I think, at this point. So let's get one. Okay, combat. I think a bomber. Instead of, if he was going to go for aircraft, I would have got a bomber here, because it means not having a bomber means I don't have to defend season 3, which is, you know, just makes things a lot easier for me. Let's go. I'm going heavier than I need to, but that's fine. I'm going to risk this attack, because why not? It could go really badly, but screw it, I'm going to give it a try. Other attacks? Nothing much, I think we'll just reinforce Finland. Keep this stack healthy. This is pretty big. I'm not necessarily after capturing the territory, I just want to kill a lot of units, that's really good. Great, rolls back, I'm going to push on. Ah, bad second rolls. Should we just be annoying here? Fuck it, let's take a risk. We're going to lose planes for this obviously, but I'm willing to play dangerous. Painful. Don't make me lose one more, please. Okay, good. It's actually worth it. Done as in India for one more round as well. Let's actually just set out for another attack. Like, this is just super annoying for him. Okay. Up north, you're fine there. Everything back to the fleet. He's only got 1, 2. Yeah. Persia is more than safe. I'm going to pretty much say this army here can probably push forward, and then anything else we build with Russia can just push into Asia. That should be fine. Okay, yeah, that's good. Cool. 205, 140. Looking good, looking good. And there we go. That was the end of the game. So Diana resigned on Japan 8, which I think was understandable given the situation on both the Atlantic and well, the Europe theatre and also the situation near India. It was pretty dire for both Axis powers at this point. But yeah, a good game. Well played to Diana. I think you in the early game you certainly played solid. I mean, I didn't gain any obvious advantage, you know, in the early game. I think I was happy with my position, obviously. But it wasn't, you know, I was by no means dominating the game at any point, really. I think for me, a few points I want to raise for Diana, just in case he is watching the end of this video. Just some pointers about the play for both sides. I think the big turning point in this game was Germany 6, I believe. It was the decision to split your stack and put one stack into Archangel, one into Ukraine. I'm not quite sure what the objective of doing that was, because it gave Russia a very nice target in Archangel. I got a lot of value from hitting that army. It was too weak to defend itself, so obviously the Russians got a big prize there by taking Archangel, and I had enough troops in range of Caucasus that meant obviously I didn't need to worry too much about losing the Caucasus, because as soon as the Russian army came back from Archangel, it was going to be able to push the Germans out of the Caucasus. I think we actually had enough, to be fair, without the main Russian force in Archangel. I think we had a solid 1-2 punch from the UK as well to prevent that from happening. So, yeah, a questionable move there from Germany. I think that was a mistake. And obviously, I think the follow-up ran on Germany 7 as well, by pushing the troops into West Russia, was also a mistake, because it was a similar situation to the round before. We had crushing odds on that army, so it was just going to be lost. And there was no realistic counter-attack option. You had some infantry in Belarusia, but again, by that point the Americans had arrived in Karelia, so whatever you attacked with, and whatever you were, even if you won the battle in West Russia, you would have been too weak to defend against the US. So that kind of collapsed the position for Germany. I think it would have been far better, I think, just to consolidate the army and pull back once the US arrived, and just try and slow the game down as much as possible for the Allies until Japan was in a stronger position. I think I was very happy with the situation in India. I mean, this was quite frustrating, I think, for Japan, because we kept retaking it, obviously, and I think he had some issues with his logistics. Transport numbers were not there. It was just a bit awkward, I think, in some cases. We had one nice result of the sub embedding in the fleet and causing a missed, one round of missed shooking, which was quite nice for us. But yeah, this capture of India on UK 8 was quite nice. I think well worth the fight as we lost for it, because obviously it means that again, then there's no progress for Japan. They're just being completely stalled out. And by this point, obviously, the Germans have collapsed. So Japan needs to be at this point really pushing hard for Moscow, and it's not there. It's not got the troops there. And we're also set up for a second round, so India won't be Japan controlled at all for a number of rounds here, because we can keep just capturing from maybe even 2 rounds here possibly. And at this point, I would have moved Russian troops down as well to help out. So India would have been a really hard thing to actually gain control of. Meanwhile, they've got issues in Asia as well, because we're pushing forward. So yeah, some frustrating play there. I think I would also question, I think from the Japanese side, the buys were also questionable, I think. If I was going for Germany in this game, so there was going to be very minimal pressure, if any, on the Japanese fleet in the Pacific. So the focus for Japan is going to be getting just numbers on the ground and expanding as quick as possible. So pushing towards Moscow ideally, having maybe like 5-6 transports, 4 continuously shucking off Japan, while 2 gather all the spare income around and maybe 1 goes to Alaska, comes down to Hawaii, New Zealand, 1 goes to Australia, then comes back for Madagascar or something like that. And eventually you want to be on obviously 3 complexes as well, Manchuria, Kwantung and Japan, and just be putting out as much as you can towards Moscow. But that didn't really happen. I think there were far too many ship buys, I think, for Japan. I'm trying to find out when they actually started buying the boats. Yeah, so round 5, destroy a submarine, and 3 submarines again. That's not a good buy for Japan. It's not a good buy. Destroyer, yeah. So just too many, I think, naval buys, and just not enough focus on numbers, getting guys on the ground towards Moscow. But that's all I'd say. I mean, it's generally the play was solid. I think it sort of fell apart a bit towards the end, but no, it was a good game. So thank you for the game, Diana. Well played, and yeah, I wish you luck in your future games. Anyway, there we go. That's my match against Diana. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.